My name is Peter Swindle, and I've lived in the village all my life. And when there was no shop, it was a very big miss. And since it opened again, it's much better. The village with a shop and a pub, you've got to have both.
Brian Ives, and we definitely couldn't do without our community shop. We was without a shop for a year or more when the other one closed, and we all had to travel into Alston and such like to get goods, and it's fantastic to have the shop back with us, and it's nice to have it run by local people. All the community are heavily involved with it. We all have shares in it, and I think we've got local staff in there as well, and they supply everything what we need, and hope that may long continue to do so.
It's Debbie Brown. I think it's a great little shop, and I hope it keeps going and hope it thrives and continues. It's a good service.
Alice Scott, and the shop's really good because we can't really get to a supermarket, so we can get everything we need to last us in the community shop, and it's brilliant.
My name's Sally Orrell, and I've lived in Nenthead for over 30 years, and I enjoy having a shop in Nenthead. And it's if there wasn't a shop here, I'd have to do a 10-mile round trip into Alston just to buy anything. I don't like using big supermarkets because I find them confusing and boring, and I like the shop because it means that I meet my neighbours and local people, and I can find out what's going on. And shopping there is a very pleasant, friendly experience, which is so much nicer than any of the supermarkets. And of course I do some shopping in the supermarkets, but I try and use the shop as much as I possibly can. I also go shopping for my next door neighbour, who is very immobile, so she can't get out at all, and whenever I come down the shop I take a shopping list for her, and then once a week I try and get her down here, which she just loves coming down the shop because it's really the only time she gets out now. So she comes down, and they're just brilliant at the shop, and she can take her time and wander around and look at everything and talk to anybody who comes in. And for her, it's the highlight of her week, is the trip down the local village shop, which is great. You know, because otherwise you couldn't do that in Tesco's, that's for sure, or Aldi's, or any big shops. It would be just too difficult for her. So it's people like that really who get the most out of it. But I get a lot out of it as well too. So that's why I like the village shop.
My name's Hannah. The shop's really good. You can get everything you need. You get drinks and like food and stuff. Like during the day, you can just. It needs to be open a bit longer though, because it shuts at 5:30. So the hours should be a bit longer, I think.
David Rayside from the bike shop North Pennine Cycles, and the village shop is invaluable. I mean, it's, you know, where would it be without it? I mean, I don't actually live here, but I spend 12 hours a day, 7 days a week here, and I'm always popping in for all my essential supplies. But I can see how much it means to the village, and yeah, so long may it keep going. And hopefully, when the chapel thing takes off, they can have a hand in that as well. Get a stake in the running of it and expand their product lines and the turnover and all that stuff.